want to influence your employer in the first go? Do you want to be the best choice of your employer? Do you want to have a CV which can get the jobs and the profiles of your choice? If yes, then today's video is for you, because today we are going to discuss all about CV, how to make an influential CV which can create an impact on the employer and get what you want as far as your career and job is concerned. The people who do not know me, I am Anju Jindal, entrepreneur, trainer, and a career growth specialist. And I believe in learning and sharing experience. In my experience of 15 years with a lot of people, I have found that people are not rejected because they did not have communication skills or technical skills or professional skills. Many a times people are rejected because their documents are incomplete or their documents do not portray them with the qualities which they possess. The most important document is CV. So guys, make sure that you have a CV which can create an impact. And this is what our video is all about today. So in today's video, let's just discuss about how to make an influential CV. When I got to know all these problems, I had a mission, and the mission is to help 10,000 people to get an accelerating career with the help of career hack and communication skills. So today we are focusing on the CV part of the career growth. So today's video will discuss all about how to have an influential CV. So are you ready? Okay, so let's just start with the journey of making an influential CV. In today's video, we will be discussing major 5 points. The first point being, what is a CV? Why CV is so important? What are the contents of CV, and how or what are the rules and conventions which will help me to make a good CV? Good and influential CV. At the end, I am having a surprise which will be discussed at the end. So stay tuned with me till the end of the video. This video is going to help you guys in the best way, because this is something which everyone wants to know. So what is a CV? According to you, what is a CV? A CV is detailed document, long structured document, which focus on your experience, knowledge, and presents the knowledge in comprehensive, detailed manner, right? The length is not a question here. Major time the focus is on professional and work history, which is basically in detailed manner, right? So when I talk about a CV, it is a long structure. I hope I am clear till this point. Now, when I talk about a CV, why is it so important? It is important because it can help you to get your first impression on the employers. To create a good impression, you need to have a good CV. You can reach to potential employer just by having a good CV, because going to them, meeting them personally is not possible. So just sending a good CV will do your job. It highlights your skills, your expertise, and your value, which in face-to-face conversations might be skipped. It demonstrates your potential because it highlights your work experience and your knowledge. It increases your chances of selection. Yes, it do increases. And trust me, a good CV will lead to a good interview, and that will ultimately lead to good selection of your jobs. At the end, all this will help you to get the position and job of your choice. And who does not want this? Everyone, right? So for having all this, what all we need to take care, we are just going to discuss it in the content portion. Now, what should be the content of a CV? There are some mandatory contents and some optional add-on content. So just focus on the content. Please make sure that the order is maintained when we talk about the content part. The first and the foremost thing is, obviously you need to mention your first name, full name, on your curriculum vitae. Then it should have contact information. This is very important that you mention the contact information in the order you want to be contacted, wherein your phone number and email ID is of most priority, and these should be formal ones wherein you are available. Avoid using informal words in your email ID. Have a formal email ID. Do mention your address also, because that is a formal address of yours. Though nowadays we do not contact people through addresses, but it is very much part of the contact information. The next important portion is mention the professional title of yours, which basically is your career profile and describes you. This is important because nowadays nobody has time to read the full content. Employer gets a lot of CVs in a day. So rather than going through the whole CV, he would prefer to get into the headline. So headline should describe you well. And when we upload the CVs on online platforms, there also headlines are captured and the searching is done on keyword basis. So if headline is having good keywords, the searching will happen for you also. For example, if I have to make a CV for me, I will mention there career growth specialist having 15 years of experience into training. Now, three major keywords are here: career growth specialist, 15 years experience into training. So my industry, my profile, and my experience all is mentioned in the title. So have a very good professional title. Okay. Then your educational qualification is mentioned, which can consist of your professional education, technical, and your academics also. So all this should be part of your education, right? Mention this from current to back order. That is, the newest one should be the first one, and then the second one should be the older than the newest one, right? Next, which is the most important part, is experience should be mentioned in the detailed manner. Experience should contain a heading, like you can mention worked in Infosys for 22 years as career growth specialist. So this is what you can mention as a headline. Then you need to mention your daily task or major task which you did during your work there. And then you need to mention the achievements during your tenure of work in that particular organization. So detailed experience should be mentioned in detailed manner. Then mention your competencies and skills which you have gathered during your knowledge gaining process or your experience. The competencies can be like managing people, communication skills, negotiations. Skills can be Excel, your communication skills. So these all should be mentioned in your competency and skill part. Then whatever languages you know, that should be mentioned. Then comes your personal detail, which consists of your hobbies, your date of birth, your father name. This all should be part of your CV. And this is very important, to have a cover letter of your CV. Many a times we see people just forward a CV in a mail without having a proper cover letter. Cover letter is something which describes you in a short, sweet paragraph, and you describe your experience, everything in that. So that is very important to get onto the CV. If cover letter is not there, then your CV might not be read. So make sure that you have a good cover letter with CV. These are some mandatory portions which should be part of your CV. And then you can add on some additional things also, which can be, if you had certain courses and conferences, which we tell in education also, your professional and technical qualification, that can be added. If you wrote some book or you have invested some time into newspaper writing or something like that, mention that. Your certifications, if you have gained during your work, like if you were awarded the best employee of your organization, or you came first in a month for some competition, that should be mentioned here. Then if you were granted some fellowship, that can be part of it. And if you have any references, that can also be added in a CV. Majorly, you can see detailed experience and your competencies and your education takes the 70% portion of your CV. So make sure you mention this in detail, because that is something which is of most interest of the employee. Once you know what are the contents, let's just move on. What all to be taken care, what are the rules, conventions which we need to follow in order to have a good CV. Now, as far as rules are concerned, the first and the foremost rule is use good quality formal paper for a CV, white paper. I have seen people using not so good quality paper, and that is torn when it reaches to your employer. That is not good. So use a good quality paper. Use professional format. Now, when I talk about format, I would suggest you one thing: do not invest a lot of time in formatting. Rather, you can use pre-made formats, which I'll be telling you at the end, from where you can get the free formats, and you can just use them. If you are making it by yourself, use professional format, which says use black and blue color of ink, and then font size should not be very high or very low. Content should be more than of 10 size, and should not be, heading should also not be going above than 20. Then font styles can be formal ones like Arial, Times New Roman, and Calibri. So these formatting styles can be used, right? So professional formats can be used. Then in your CV, you need to focus on your accomplishment, whatever you have got in your, experience duration, because that is something which can help you, attract your employers. You need to mention the content in right order. That is what I have told you when I talked about content also. If you see the content, the major content should be in the same order as it is mentioned above, right? Then when you talk about making of a resume, the resume should be in a easy format, which is easily available with lot of people, and the format is Word and PDF. Avoid using different formats which might not be available for with employers, because nobody is going to take a pain to download a software and then get to use your CV. So use a universal available software. Okay. Then when you have made the resume, make sure you are just not keeping it with you. Please post it on online platforms. There are many online platforms as far as your interviews and jobs are concerned, like Times Job, Naukri.com. But my favorite and everybody's favorite is LinkedIn. Nowadays, it is the best platform for networking with industry people, corporate people of your interest, and it has a facility that if employer wants to search for a particular profile, uh, they can just go with keywords and they can search it out. That is why when I talked about your headline, your experience, your competencies, mention those keywords. Search the keywords according to your career, your profile, and put it into your CV and resume, right? Then as far as content is concerned, that should be quality content. Now, what do you mean by quality content? If I talk about quality content, the first feature of quality content is it should be true and accurate. Never ever use wrong data, or which is the data which is not true, because at the end you are going to be caught, and if you're caught, it is very much unavoidable. Always tailor your resume or CV as per the job. This is what I have been mentioning. I have seen people taking a copy of CV and just getting it photocopied, distributing it like that. See, this is not something which is called a brochure. Yes, you are selling your skills here, but you are selling human skills, which might differ as per the job profile. So always tailor your CV as per the job for which you are going for the interview. Always use up-to-dated information. This is again a problem which I find with people, that they say that they did not got time to update the resume or CV. If you did not got time to update a CV, then what else you'll update? That is something which describes you, right? So always keep it up to date, right? The data which you are using, only use relevant data in a concise manner and clearly. Now, what does this mean? I'll share an experience with you. One day I was just taking an interview for my own organization for a career advisor or counselor's profile. The girl who came had a 3-page CV, which consisted of 2 experiences, one being a trainer experience and one being a data entry operator experience. Then she did 3 courses, one being a designing course, one was some computer based course, and some other course was there. Now when I saw the CV, I could not make it like what is her strength. This is what will happen with you also if your data is not relevant. Always use the data which is relevant to the job profile for which you are going. Use it in a concise, in a very brief manner. Don't overstretch the data, right? Use positive and confident language. Positive language is when you are making a CV, you can use it in as far as your title is concerned, right? As far as your you can say competencies are concerned. I have seen title of the resume as fresher looking for a job. Now fresher is a positive word or negative word? Looking for a job does not convey anything. So use positive words. In competencies, use good words like good communication skills, negotiation skills, technically sound. So these are the some words which can impact, employer. Then always spend time on the content rather than formatting. This is what I mentioned earlier also. Use free resources, which I'll be discussing just at the end, and don't spend time in formatting because that will just eat your time and will not yield any result. Always check your spellings, grammar, and wrong info. I have used 3 times check. So 3 times do check your CV, or for that matter any official document, for grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, and wrong information, because that is something tells that you are careless. So don't be careless, do check it. Always highlight the headline because that is something which is the most important part. So just highlight it. Try to make a CV which is in bulleted form rather than paragraphs, because paragraphs are not liked by anyone and bullets are readable and easily to understand. So that is why use that. Now I talked about free resources. So there are some free resources which we can use, and those are, you can use MS Word. There are many templates for CV. Use it and you're good to go, right? Just take a template, download it, and just edit it, and just you're okay to go. You can use Google, just search CV formats and you can use it, but that is not an authenticated data. So you need to get authenticated before using any format. There can be wrong formats also available. But the 4 things which I'm just suggesting is something which is authenticated, because those are the websites for these things only, like HLOOM.com, cover letters and resume.com, resume2016.net, and superresume.com. You can use any of the websites, and that is something which can really help you to, not spending time on formatting and template on just searching that and spending time on the content. Let's just go to one of the websites for this, and I have to open my Internet Explorer for the same. So let me just open it and let me just share it with you. So this is my Internet Explorer, Chrome, and let's just HLOOM.com. So this is one of the websites, and you can find that there are resume CVs. You can build a resume, you can format a resume. So whatever option you want, cover letter, free templates are there. You can use them, and you are just not, wasting your time. So this is one thing. Some features are free and some are paid. You can use free if you want. You can use paid version, paid thing also. So some templates are free and just use it. This will help you. This is how other websites are also working, and you can use any of the websites here. Right, guys? So this is what you can do. So these are the free resources I was talking of. Right? Be a smart worker. Don't waste time in formatting and all these things. Just spend time in the quality content. So these are the some rules which you need to follow in order to have a good CV. So if you see, today we discussed what is a CV, why CV is important, and then what are the contents of the CV, which order it should be, what are the add-ons that you can take care of, and then what are the rules. If these are taken care of, you will have a CV which will not only influence people, which will also tell about you in the best possible way to the employee. You can also, remember about you, because otherwise there's no way to remember yourself, right? So this is how you can make a CV. Now comes the most interesting part of my video. It is surprise. So who does not love surprises? Everybody, right? So as far as surprise is concerned, the surprise is, if you comment and share the video, you will get a free entry to my VIP community, wherein I have a lot of value added content, and this is a lifetime entry to the community, and you can use that opportunity to learn and get value content. The second surprise is you will be getting a one-to-one free session with me on resume building, CV building, finding out your competencies and skill set, which can influence employers, with my interview hack blueprint program, which otherwise interview hack blueprint program is for 7,999 and one-to-one session is for 1,999, which cost above 10,000. But now I'm giving this just for 2,999 for 24 hours. If you have to join it, just comment below with IHB, interview hack blueprint, IHB, and I will just respond to you with all the details, and you can join the program. Okay, exciting. This is something which I have never done, and I am starting with the live sessions from next Friday. In case you need the details, just comment below and I will answer all your things. Thank you very much. I hope I was able to bring to you in-depth knowledge, because I believe in sharing the knowledge and making the learning, knowledgeable. If you have any queries, comment below and I'll answer all the queries. You need to look out to these resources in order to get the things, in place. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care.